What's up with ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and now I'm back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share with your bad friends. On today's video, we'll be covering Bel-Air. That's right. The brand new, well, it's not brand new, this is actually their third season. But you know, a lot of us knew this originally as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it was a sitcom. But for those of you that's not too familiar, yes, you know they have a drama now airing on Peacock, and it's called Bel-Air. So basically, I mean, they kind of stay on the same. I mean, of course, all of the characters are still there. You still have Will, you still have Carton, Uncle Phil, and Viv, Hillary, Ashley, Jazz, and Jeffrey. You know, all of the main characters from the typical Fresh Prince. But the difference is it's a drama now. Instead of it being a sitcom, you know, it's modern day. You know, the way we things that goes on in our everyday life here. And you know, the 21st century, and it's a drama. Still have your little chuckles here and there, but you know, it's a drama. So I'm actually pretty excited to start doing content on Bel-Air because, you know, as of now, the only show that I've done content on is Power. Of course, I, you know, covered Power, the original Power. Well, my channel wasn't up when the original Power started, but you know, I still do content on the original Power too. But you know, and then of course books 2, 3, and 4. But so, you know, it was just nice for me to finally do a show that's, you know, that's outside of Power. And it's one of those shows that, you know, you got your drama and stuff like that, but it's also, I love how it's actually very positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has its hits and misses and stuff like that. Every once in a while, you may see a gun or whatever fight and stuff, which is cool. You know, it's good for the show. But I feel like that, you know, it's cool because the way the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know, was wrote, of course, like I said, it was a sitcom, and, you know, it was PG-13, so they couldn't really show too much. But, you know, with it being actually a kid from Philadelphia, which is, you know, kind of on the rougher side, and then he comes here to Bel-Air, you know, he's got to be a tough kid and stuff like that, instead of like the goofy thing that they had the original Will Smith, you know, doing. But you know, it's still, obviously, it's still all-time great level sitcom. So no knock from me. But you know, it's just really, really cool to finally, you know, to get this series for me. And what we're dealing with, obviously, this is, like I said, this is season 3. Episode 1, and for those of you that's not, you know, that's caught up, because I'm not going back to what happened in season 1 and 2, but you know, it's caught up pretty much in this first episode. I think it was a pretty solid episode. You know, I think it was really cool that they brought back, you know, Lou, which is Will's father, played by Marlon Wayans, and I must say, Marlon Wayans, to me, is really doing a good job at playing this father. Because, you know, we mostly know Marlon from his comedic side, you know, from Wayans Brothers, White Chicks, Little, what's his name? Little Man, 6 Man. He like Man, huh? Been in the movies that end with Man. But, you know, just a couple of examples of, you know, Marlon Wayans' work. And, you know, he's always been, of course, hilariously funny up in all of those movies. But I think it's actually nice to see him in something more of on the serious side. Because to me, he's actually a good actor. Like, you know, he's not just a goofball all the time. You have Kind of like Kevin Hart, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with his Netflix series called True Story, because it was actually really good. And he wasn't really, being a comedian in there. It was more of a serious type of show. And I think they're both, good actors outside of just being comedians. But yeah, so, I mean, pretty much in this episode, Will ran into his father. And of course it threw him off, had him off his game and stuff like that. And another thing I just gotta say about this new Bel-Air is I like that they made a lot of the things that was kind of seen as a negative, even though it was funny in the original Fresh Prince. They kind of made it, it's not just making, like for instance, Lou, right? They're not making him just a deadbeat. At least it seems as of now. He's not just a deadbeat. I mean, of course he wasn't there, but he did have more of a, they gave us closure, more of a reason why he wasn't there. He was in jail instead of just, I'm just not going to be there for my kid. So me personally, like that story better. That they say, okay, he was in jail, that's why he wasn't around. Because this notion that black fathers don't take care of their kids has to stop, because it's not true. First off, the real issue is in our community is, unfortunately, our sisters love to date a lot of guys that's similar to Lou and end up getting impregnated by them, and most of them don't take care of their kids. Because most of the good guys and stuff like that, the good men and stuff that's black, don't have kids. But for the ones that do, they actually take care of them. That's the crazy part. It's just that small percentage. But the problem is that small percentage gets a lot of women pregnant. So, like I say, it's just really nice for me to see them actually not make him a deadbeat. He just was in jail. Now, granted, he still could have came around once he got out, but I can understand why he was a little hesitant. I also love the new Ashley as well, because she, I just love how she just says what's on her mind. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else was trying to kind of beating around the bush. Like when Carlton came back, if you've caught up with the show, Carlton, he's kind of a drug addict on this one. He deals with anxiety, and he ended up finally confessing that he's on, he's on coke, he does drugs, and they sent him to rehab to get better. And everybody else was kind of, being nice on him and being soft, but Ashley, she went with the BS. She was like, so did it help or not, his lad? You know what I'm saying? She was like, hey, because everybody else was, everybody else was looking all happy, and, like Hillary was, Hillary, she was trying to be this comfort, and that's another thing I gotta say about the new Hillary. I love that they don't have her an idiot on this one. Like, love Karen Parsons, who played the original Hillary. Beautiful woman, great actress. But they made her stupid, and then they also, that's another thing that they love to do. See, about our sisters, try to make them like they just stupid and just good for just being a pretty face, and that's it. And our sisters are so much more than that. So I love that on this one, they made her smart. She could cook, unlike the other one. They felt like she didn't even know how to freaking make toast. You know what I'm saying? And like, she has her problems and stuff like that, but shoot, just everybody does. So, also like the new Carlton, even though he's, dealing with his anxiety and he's on drugs, he actually has some swag on this one. You know what I'm saying? He's not just this super lame, goofy dude that, just a Bel-Air kid that's just lame and stuff like that. They gave him a little swag on this one. And the Will, I love that he actually can fight on this one. You know, the original Will Smith, the first Prince of Bel-Air, he couldn't fight. So, you know I'm kind of all over the place with this, quick thoughts thing, but, I'm kind of just, since this is my first time doing any kind of content on Bel-Air, I just want to kind of fill in on my things that I do like about the new Bel-Air. So yeah, like I said, Will can actually fight on this one. Like if you be with that stuff with him on this one, he gonna see if you about it. And I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's like where I'm from. He's like, oh, you say you gonna do what, glad nigga? All right, let's see. So, but yeah, man, real quick, like I said, I think it was a solid episode and stuff like that. I love the scene between Will and Marlon again. I feel like they had a really good scene. Marlon tried to, Lou tried to mentor his son and stuff, telling him not to just, that not to give up on basketball because that's all he got. Don't let them fool you with. Even though I don't necessarily agree with him on this, there's nothing wrong with Will, exploring his options because he has it. Like if you have a rich uncle and auntie that can put you in the position to do other things besides just basketball, because basketball, as good as he is, it's possible he may not be good enough, or even if he is good enough, the politics side of it may not go right, or he could end up getting a very bad injury. Anything could happen when you're only relying on basketball, and it could end your career, and now you don't have nothing else to lean on. So it is good that he has the mentality that he wants to do more than just basketball. Also, like I said, I gotta get to also touch on my man Jazz. I also love that they didn't have him just this simp that just chasing behind Hillary the whole time. You feel me? He actually like, all right, that's what you want to do. Hey, I got options. You feel me? Pulled up with a bad one at the Juneteenth party. If you talking about they glad niggas. And then on top, and then, it's also cool that they celebrating Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? So they really embracing the culture on this new Bel-Air. And that's something that, I really rock with. But, yeah, like Hillary tried to come at my nigga like that. Trying to act like she don't care and stuff like that. Flashing out little rich, tall, dark-skinned, football playing dude. Like my nigga, man, what? I don't know that they glad. And at the end of the day, she gonna choose a nigga that's 5'7". Not with that. That's what, take that 6 foot niggas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but like I said, yeah, overall, I did like the episode and stuff like that. This is just my quick thoughts, just off the top of my head, freestyling. But of course, if you're familiar with my channel, then I also will be doing a episode 1 recap, so stay tuned to that. In my glad nigga style, best recapper on YouTube. So I'll definitely be prepared for that. But as of now, like as far as my quick thoughts on the show, that's all I got. So like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.